Yes, that is right, gentlemen. It is now time here in Southern California to start, fixing up my garden. I got I'm working on weeding and figuring out, and then I've got that mess over there, which I'm going to have to do because I'm changing over from having a vegetable garden in the front to having a vegetable garden in the back, and so I'm going to make that a little Zen garden so I can be all Zen. Hey Jason, my name is Jay. It's a little busy out on the street today. And I've been a fan of your blog for a while now, and being that you're in the biz, I figured I'd ask you this question. I understand that a large percentage of productions use condoms, but condoms can only protect you so much and only against certain diseases. That is true. Is it common for guys to come to set once in a while with a herpes flare-up or a wart in the genital or anal area? Based on all the commercials for Valtrex on TV, anywhere from 1 in 4 to 1 in 5 people has genital herpes, and I'd imagine that the rate would be much higher in the porn industry. I'd also imagine that it would be really no big deal amongst the veterans of porn who probably have seen it all, as opposed to the average person who might consider it gross or shameful. I understand if you can't answer this question, but please keep up the good work. Thanks for your question, Jay. You know what's kind of funny is that first of all, don't listen to those commercials for drugs that you see on television, because the whole point of those commercials are to scare you into running to your doctor and telling them that you need Valtrex. Ignore those things. I don't know. I'm not a statistician. I do know that, yes, a lot of people carry the herpes virus, and a lot of people you'll see get cold sores. I even get them myself occasionally. Valtrex is something that you can use to treat those. I don't know if it works for genital herpes, which is, from what I understand, a different thing altogether. But to get to the guts of your question, it's funny. From what I've seen, and I'm not a statistician, and I've never really taken a poll, but I see actually fewer sexually transmitted diseases amongst people who work in the adult industry for a couple of reasons. First of all, they need to keep getting themselves checked out. They know how to protect themselves because it is their livelihood, right? A lot of these guys are making their money this way, so they need to make sure that they're keeping safe. They know how to protect themselves. They know to keep getting themselves checked out, and if they do get something like an anal wart or a herpes flare-up, they know to go to the doctor and get it treated really quickly. I have seen no herpes on set. I think once a couple of years ago, someone might have shown up with a wart, but we canceled that shoot and got him to a clinic to get that treated. He didn't know what it was. No, I actually see fewer STDs amongst porn performers because they know how to protect themselves, and they also don't have that kind of, I'm not going to say stigma, but they don't have that kind of whole thing, and I think you kind of touched on it. It's not a really big deal to them to get themselves checked out and to get themselves treated, which is something that all of you out there should do on a regular basis. If you're going to be sexually active, you really do need to take a little bit of responsibility for your own health. Get yourself checked out, learn the facts, learn how to protect yourself, learn how to treat something if you do get it, kind of nip it in the bud. Get regular checkups and make sure that you also have a doctor that understands that you are gay and are sexually active, so he'll know what to look for. If you've got a doctor who thinks that you're a virgin or thinks that you're in a monogamous heterosexual relationship, he's not going to be checking for the same things. So that's something that you're going to have to get over, whether you make porn or not. So there you go. As far as do we think it's a really big deal in the industry? No, we don't. We obviously don't shoot anybody if they've got a sexually transmitted disease. We will cancel shoots, and we do aim testing very often. And that's all basically just to protect our performers, and that's the end of that. So thanks for that question. People ask me that all the time, and everybody else, keep asking me questions. Thanks.